Hopefully I'm live, guys. Don't often do live streaming, and to be quite honest, have absolutely no idea what I'm doing. Let me see how many people we can get in the chat, and I'm going to do some analysis here on this current pump that we're seeing. Things are going crazy. I might need the help of you guys though in the chat as I set this, or try and set this live streaming up. As I said, I don't normally do live streams, so I need your assistance. First of all, we need to share this. I'm going to find out how I can share my stream. Here we go. Let's put it on Twitter, just so more people can come into the space and I can get your help to hopefully get this live stream up and running. Apologies, I'm not an experienced live streamer, guys. I'm planning on doing a lot more live streams with you. Let's just say live now. Come and join. Come and join the pump party. Live now. And if you could all go onto my Twitter at Marzel Trading, I say all, there's probably like 3 people in the stream at the moment. If you could go and like that, share it. Let's get more people in here, and hopefully we'll get things started. So at the moment, there's like 2 people in the chat. So I'm basically trying to see, first of all, if I can show my screen. I know there's not many people in the chat right now, but if you could just tell me, can you see my chart? Can you see this Ethereum chart? Just let me know in the chat. Hello, Patricio. Patricio, do me a favor, my friend. Can you tell me when I click onto these charts, so I'm on the Ethereum chart, then the Bitcoin chart, can you see this chart? And also, can you hear me? You can all hear and see. That's amazing. So let me move that over there so I can see what's going on. And we will crack on. Everyone can hear me, see me. Fantastic. Guys, pleasure to be with you this evening here in the UK. It's actually gone midnight. I had to come on to do this live stream because markets are pumping, and I want to make heads or tails of it. I want to tell you where the key levels are, how I'm trading it right now. Things are obviously going pretty darn crazy, and it's beautiful to see because we haven't had a pump like this in a long time. We can see pretty much everything is up. Let's kick things off with the Bitcoin price. We're currently seeing the price of Bitcoin at nearly $18,000. Right, $18,000. So let's talk about some key levels here. Obviously, those of you that watch my channel, those of you that are subscribed, if you're not yet subscribed, subscribe down below, daily technical analysis. But what we've been talking about is making it up to this level of resistance. There's a level of resistance at about $18,000. It's a daily level, but if you go into the bigger chart, you can actually see how it corresponds to this previous big wick to the downside. And this was actually kind of, I think, where the lunar crash was, or maybe the lunar crash was here in May. No, that was the lunar crash in May. This was a swing low onto the resistance for this part in the cycle. So not only are we finding resistance right now on this daily level, and we might be breaking above it, we might be holding strong at that level. We also on the daily here, we're having the moving average. So this moving average here, which is the 100-day moving average, if we can break and hold above that, of course that's extremely bullish, and we can look for basically higher highs. Let me know in the chat, like, do you think this is the start of the bull run? I'd be interested to know what you guys think as I continue with this stream and talk about what I think is going to happen with the Bitcoin price near and short term. So what I can tell you is from the high back in November of 2021, so 14 months away now, we are down at the time of recording 74%. We've been down as much as 77%. In the previous bull bear market cycle, where we topped out in that wasn't it. That was just a part of this bull cycle. We topped out in 2017 at a price of about $20,000. From the high to the low, it was a drop of about 84%. So we are obviously in a place now where, you know, we have come down a lot, but not near as much in terms of percentage. The same is to be said about the bull and bear market before that, where we topped out in 2013, where many of you, including myself, were not in the space. $1,231, high to the low, it was a 87% drop. So the question now is, of course, are we, or did we, should I say, create a bottom? So let's look at this log chart. I tried to say logarithmic. I'm not quite sure. I am dyslexic. I try my best when I'm trying to pronounce this. But what we're currently looking at here is this log chart that goes back all the way since 2011. You can see how it's respected this support line all the way. This blue line, kind of a sub support, and then a main support, master support, you could say. And tapped it in the pandemic crash, March 2020. But it's pretty much almost tagged it in this recent bearish activity. So I'm going to read a few comments from Ryan. I think when we're seeing rates from the Fed, we'll see a new bull run beginning. Well, it's funny you say that. So tomorrow is actually a key day for markets. Basically, tomorrow we have high volatility expected. With what's happening. Actually, there was a big announcement today with the Fed. Inflation is expected to have declined in December, but it may not be enough to stop the Fed. So all of this is having a big impact on markets. Of course, it's probably not just crypto. It's also going on, you can see in the UK markets. If we look at US markets, things have been pumping, and it's as a result of what's happened with the Fed. The consensus forecast for CPI, that's core price index, for a decrease of 0.1% on a monthly basis. So basically, analysts are expecting inflation is going to be coming down, and it's going to be a 6.5% increase from the prior year. So that's actually quite bullish, and that's probably why markets are rallying right now. So I'm going to be talking about Ethereum in a moment as well. Yeah, we are going to look at the Ethereum chart. As you know, I mainly focus on Ethereum on my channel. So, yeah, but that's basically Bitcoin. Could have bottomed out. If you look at the logarithmic chart, it looks like we probably have. I mean, there are some other support lines. For example, so these are just the bear market resistance lines. We also have some major trends, as you can see here. There is a support that could take us down to about 12.6. What I actually want to show you is, if I can find it, yeah, this one. Let me get rid of the log chart lines. This level of support actually has been touched, and this has been in place since 2017. Look at this. I find this fascinating. If you look at it on the monthly, you can see how it's respected it once, twice, you could say 3 times. In fact, on the weekly, it's a bit better because you can see it supported the body of the candle. You can see here, and it goes all the way through to now where we've recently touched. So if we can break this resistance, I mean, Bitcoin is going to head into a new bull cycle, and of course it's very dependent on what's happening with the Fed. If the Fed carry on this kind of pivot, it's not quite a pivot yet, but carry on this kind of monetary easing, let's say, it is going to pump markets. It is going to be great for altcoins, for Bitcoin, and so forth. So coming up in terms of big financial announcements, let's look at the US. I mean, let's be honest. That's the only real game changer in terms of big movements. I want to know when they're doing the next FOMC, really. I think that's the important one. That's where they decide the interest rate. Next FOMC. So January 31st to February the 1st. That's going to be the big date. That really is going to be a game changer to see which direction markets go. I don't know why it's not coming on that. Maybe if I do it like that. Don't know. But it says end of January. That's going to be the big decider here. So let's take a look at the Ethereum price. I'm just going to read a couple of comments, of course. If anyone leaves super chats, I'll prioritize those, and I'll time to time just try and read as many comments as I can, but I'll try and give you the best analysis. Just reading a few here. Giuliano, thanks. I know who you are. Thank you for hitting me up on the live chat. What time is the meeting in the UK time? Yeah, let's take a look at that. So it's saying, let's have a look at it on the actual official calendar, because this will be the big one. Meetings. Let's go into 2023. Press conference. It's hard to find these sometimes, guys, to be honest. There doesn't seem to be a time yet, but I will update you nearer the time when we know a bit more about that. Right. So, sorry, someone's saying if you draw a trend line across Bitcoin on the weekly RSI, it hits spot on and is moving back up. Let's have a look at that. Weekly on the RSI. So we're on the weekly chart, and this is our RSI. So I take it you're talking about resistance. We were on my channel, we were looking at a bullish divergence where you had the price action coming down and the RSI going up. That's a bullish divergence. But yeah, I take it you're kind of talking about this resistance, and then we kind of broke out and support it, maybe. So yeah, not sure exactly what you mean. But let's look at the Ethereum price. Ethereum is a very interesting one. Of course, we are looking like we're still in this bear market trend. There's no doubt about it, creating these lower highs, lower lows. More locally, if we go into the daily chart here, we can see that we are touching the resistance point of this falling channel. Now, if we can break that channel, the next target for me for the Ethereum price would actually take us up to about $1,571. Of course, if we break above that resistance, then that resistance is approximately at $1,400. If we break $1,400, that will be my next level. And we could come and create this big W, which of course is very bullish. It's already kind of formed here. And if we break to the upside, yeah, you could even say that's the neckline. And you could talk about a nice big price target here that may take us to the next major resistance, the bear market resistance level, which of course is this resistance coming in here. I want to look at the moving average for Ethereum. Let me just tidy up this chart a bit to show you, get rid of these monthly levels, and just to show you, these are the weekly levels. Weekly level, we don't have resistance until we get up to about $1,588. So that's another key resistance level. You could see that's kind of the previous traded price action there. Excuse me, guys. So, by the way, guys, for anybody that wants to trade, my recommended trading platform is BYBIT. I've pinned the comment up above. If you use that link, it is a bonus link. It is an affiliated partner link, so you'll get a bonus. I get a bonus. You can trade altcoins on there. They're celebrating their 4th year anniversary, so there's some big prizes there as well. So what I want to do now is, like I said, I want to look at the moving averages. I want to look at the ribbons here, the moving average ribbon, to see where Ethereum is. We're going to get rid of the weekly levels, and we're going to get rid of no, that's fine. We'll just keep it as that for now. So you can see that we have made our way back into, I believe that is the 200-day moving average. So we're back above that. That's really, really good to see. On the daily, the moving averages, we've actually just found the 200-week moving average. So you can see we are at a crucial resistance point. I mean, if I'm being honest, I would be shorting this because of the value involved. The level that I would be shorting down to is probably about $1,300. And of course, that's not to say it's definitely going to happen, but it's definitely a good value trade, because you could have your stop loss comfortably, I would say, at about 14.10, and you could target as take profit 1. We could go lower, of course, and you can see it's a 5-to-1 risk to reward ratio. So, you know, even if you won one of these out of 5 and you did that kind of risk to reward ratio trade each time, you're going to be in the money for a good trade. So if you want to trade futures, it is risky, guys. Please, if you're new to trading, educate yourself. I made a video actually literally on my channel yesterday about trading on leverage. I want to show you this, and you can go and watch it if it's of relevance, basically how to trade crypto with leverage responsibly. I do have a BYBIT for beginners video as well for those of you that want to try out trading. You can find it here by going BYBIT, BYBIT for beginners 2023 easy video. So that's on my channel as well. And then when you're comfortable, when you're a bit more educated, yeah, you can use the link in the video description down below or in the pin chat to get your bonus. So yeah, Fibonacci retracements, Giuliano. Let's look at that. I think that's an interesting one, and I think we should start with Bitcoin to check out the fib levels on the bigger time frames. I think that's a very interesting topic point, and not a lot of people actually talk about fib levels, and it's probably one of the most accurate indicators there are, let's be honest. So let's get rid of some of these lines and we can talk about that. So we'll get rid of this one here. So let's do a big one first of all. Let's talk about the previous bear market bottom, pandemic crash, March 2020. If we run a fib level from the swing low to the swing high, you can see that we really did bottom out from all levels. The interesting thing right now, we actually broke below the 0.786 and now potentially acting as another resistance level. Bear that in mind. The 0.786 Fibonacci level is at $17,900. So if we break above that, that could be a sign of good things to come. But really, these levels here are meant to be as support because we've gone high to low. If you want to look at resistance on the way up, well, then you have to do it a bit differently. So what we do in that case, we would go a swing high to the swing low, and these would actually tell us our resistance levels, and you can see they are a long way away. So you don't need to start with the top. You could start with the previous high. Now the previous high that we created, $21,250 on the 31st of October, we can zoom in here a bit and go into the daily chart, and we can look at these a little bit more constructively. So yeah, that was a resistance level. Let me drag this along a bit. That was a resistance level. Let me see and make sure I've got it accurate, because I want to see if we're being resisted now or supported. I'm going to draw it again from this more local perspective. So swing high, swing low, and we were going to do it from the October high. That's August. We were going to do it from the October. Well, this is the most recent one. So yeah, it was here. It was 4th of November. So yeah, right now we've broken into the resistance, and we're trading in between the 0.382 and the next target for Bitcoin on the Fibonacci, like I said before, also that daily level, it's about $18,500. There is a W pattern there as well, that's right. And it's bullish. It really is bullish. We've broken some key resistance on the way down, and we've most importantly broken out of this $17,250 range. We were in this range for a long time. It looks like we are creating something pretty parabolic here, if you ask me. We could even look at maybe a curvature playing out, something like the following, where you've got this kind of ramped support, something along the lines of this, and we could see something quite exponential. So the target here really in the short term, next week or so, we could certainly target the golden pocket, which would be $19,500. In terms of support there, you can see there's also definitely support at that level. You can see multiple touch points when you get up to that kind of $19,000 level. So yeah, I think it's a great long opportunity. For the midterm, I would be longing. On the Ethereum chart, yeah, it's more tempting to short until we've broken above that invalidation point. But if you look at Bitcoin more midterm, it's definitely more bullish. By the way, guys, good to have you in the live. I don't do these lives often. If everybody here could give the video a like and maybe tweet it, maybe share it, it all really helps, guys. We're on the road to 50,000 subscribers. If you go onto my Twitter at Marzel Trading, so that's at Marzel Trading, I just actually posted this tweet with live now, so we can get more people in. The more people we get in, the better for Bitcoin, the better for crypto, the better for our community, guys. If everybody could just leave a comment, I don't know, let's do something fun, just a tick, leave a tick to let me know that you're in the live watching it. And if you could retweet this as well, if you retweet that, more people are going to come into it. Right, let's take a look at this further. I am going to be doing some requests on coins, We can look at some altcoins as well to see where things stand. Of course, let's just finish up with some TA with Bitcoin. There is a few other things I want to talk about. So we've done fib levels. What we could do here is actually talk about this falling wedge on the bigger time frame. Actually, not a lot of people are talking about this. So we also have this resistance point, and we have this support. So we also have this falling descending wedge, right? If we can break this level, $18,500, that's going to be really bullish as well. This could be a bottom. It could be the bottom. It's hard to say, honestly, guys. Definitely a great time to dollar cost average in. What I don't like is that on all the time frames, or on the smaller time frames, so the daily, we are at the top of the RSI. The 12-hour, we're way above oversold. 8 hours, we're way oversold. 4 hours, we're oversold. So on the relative strength index, there's definitely going to be a drop at some point. But how low will that drop be? It could just be a small correction. Could be something rather sizable. That we don't know at the moment. So someone's asking, Ethereum, your entry is $1,314. Are you in trouble? It all depends on your the time frame you're trading. Honestly, it can depend on a multitude of different things. Hard to say. Ethereum is looking short-term bearish, like speaking from now, because we're at the resistance point. But yeah, I think mid-term it's going to break way above and be very, very good. So yeah, are there any coins you guys want me to cover? Any altcoins? Just let you guys let me know. In the meantime, maybe we'll bust a few tunes. Where's the Spotify gone? I've been listening to these lo-fi beats. I don't know if anyone listens to lo-fi. Lo-fi girl. I think it's pretty cool. Good for evenings anyway. Concentrate, work. I don't know if that's like good quality for people or not. Maybe it is, maybe it's not. XRP. Let's look at XRP. Let me find it on my chart. XRP. XRP, baby. So let's talk about XRP. We have the support level like that, this pattern. We did have this support, we broke above that, so it's no longer really relevant. So we're in this big widening channel. There is certainly a bearish pattern here. You can see that head and shoulders pattern quite clear. But I would say if we can break above this level, I would say, do you know what? It's a bit tricky. I'm going to use this tool here. Where is it? My fixed range volume. So basically, if we take the marker from here to the current price action, it's going to show us the traded volume. So we're above the point of support. I would say if we can break this level, if we can break 37 cents, there's a good pump for XRP, probably taking us up to the next resistance point. There could be a huge pump actually on XRP. Also, if you look a little bit more locally on XRP, we have a W. That's obviously very nice to see. Let's see our moving averages. So we're right in the mix of it on the daily. If we look at the weekly chart, we are below there. Let's remove some of these lines. Let's start fresh on XRP. So I think this is definitely a good sign, this support. We just need to start creating higher highs, really. If we go into the smaller time frames, we can see that we also potentially have quite a nice maybe cup and handle pattern forming. I guess it's fair to say there's resistance at 39.40 cents. You can see it tops these resistance lines as well. So yeah, we could trade up to about $40, 40 cents. The next level to contest with in terms of any real resistance, we can look at the daily chart. Let me remove this oddly shaped picture that I drew. But yeah, this is the level. You can see it here. Well, you had a green candle, red candle close. That is the level to target, 39 cents. It's a nice trade. 6%. I mean, for example, say 6%. If you went into BYBIT, again, link in the video description in the chat. XRP USDT, obviously you can select some leverage. If you want to use leverage, it can be risky. Make sure you're educated. And that's a nice trade, I believe, on XRP. Let's look at XRP on the long-term time frame. XRP is obviously going through some fundamentals which need to be favorable in order for the price to do well. So that's a key thing here. One coin I want to take a look at is Solana. Solana's a really interesting one for me. So Solana was like the coin of the last bull market. It rallied immensely. It rallied something like 50,000%. 50,000%, guys. Now it broke this key support level and it is trading down, but on the smaller time frames it has actually been doing quite well. It has actually been pumping. You could look at the recent activity for the Solana price, and it's created the following. I'm trying to find that chart I was looking at. Where is it? Was it on the daily I was looking at the other day? It's not the chart I was looking for, to be honest. Let me see if I can find it. Just want the right chart. It's not the right chart I was looking at, but here it was. This is exactly the layout I was looking at. We were looking at this support that we got. We were also looking at this kind of line of resistance. We broke above it, and we were talking about targeting that level on my channel. If you're not familiar with these videos, talked about it here the other day. I actually made a video on Solana today. You can go and watch it if you're interested in knowing what the Solana price is likely to be doing. I'm actually more inclined to go short on the Solana price at the moment, just because we are trading into a lot of resistance. So you've got to be careful with the Solana price at the moment. The next level of key resistance, you could say, does take us back up to kind of around $27. So if we can trade up to $27 and break that, that's really interesting for the Solana price. But don't forget, we have had this huge pump over the last couple of weeks that's taken us upwards of 100%. So just be cautious when trading Solana right now. If you look at the relative strength index, it's going to tell you that we are quite overbought, and this is on the daily chart. On the weekly chart, we're underbought. So 2 different time frames, 2 different stories. 4-hour chart's quite interesting. If you look at the daily and look at the moving average, though, that's going to tell you another story. So you've got to consider what confluence we have, and when you trade, guys, you want to gain as much confluence as possible in order to make an educated trading decision. So Solana's in a bit of a no man's land at the moment. I wouldn't trade it. It's hard to tell that much. Yeah, how's everyone doing? I don't come on these lives often. This is very kind of impromptu, very casual. I haven't planned it really. I should have planned it a bit better, but the markets were pumping, so I wanted to come on here, provide value as much as I can. Giuliano, Alex, what do you think ETH will hit by the year end? Good question. My price prediction for ETH by the year end, let's have a look at it together. Let's go into the weekly chart. Without going too technical, what I think is going to happen for Ethereum this year, a lot of people won't like this, but this is what I think is going to happen. I think we are going to continue a small little rally. We might even make it as high as $2,000. I think we will eventually come down again and create at least a support at $900. But I think before the year end, we will come down and potentially test around $400 to $500. Why do I think that? Well, I still think there's a macro picture of bearish sentiment. Yeah, I think it might be bullish for Q1, while it seems like there's a bit of a pivot going on with the Fed. But ultimately, and the reality of the situation is, we've got a recession. Monetary policy is definitely not pivoting yet. They're still going to hike rates. Might not be at the same rate, but they're still going to hike rates to battle inflation. They might have tackled inflation, but I feel like they haven't done the job yet. So I feel like we are going to come down a lot lower. I mean, if you look at the previous cycles for Ethereum, from the high 2018 to the low at the end of that year, I mean, in terms of percentage, what we actually saw was a drop of 94%. So far, the biggest drop we've had is 80%. If we were to get the similar drop of 94%, it actually takes you all the way down to about $221. The other thing to consider is the traded volume, the point of support where most buyers were. You can do a fixed range volume profile from the low to the high, and you can see that it does take you to that, well, it takes you down as low as $150 where the point of control is, but you have all this traded volume. I think it's not unreasonable to assume that we'll do the same that we did in the previous two cycles, taking us down to about 94% or maybe 90%. 380 is going to be a major support, but yeah, we could come down to where we have this support line. For me, buying Ethereum right now, yeah, sure, dollar cost average in, always dollar cost average in, because in 3 to 5 years it doesn't matter. I think Ethereum 3 to 5 years is going to be worth $25,000 to $50,000. But for the short term or short medium term, I think you need to be careful. I think you need to be careful for 2023. I think it's still going to be a difficult year. Well, I don't think we're out the woods yet. Obviously, if we break above significant levels, the bull market is back. If we can break this level, very simply, if we can break above, it will be, let's say above, well, really, it's going to be $2,000, because this is kind of the area where we changed from bullish to bearish when we broke that level. So, excuse me, we need to really break $2,000 convincingly. If we break $2,000, in my opinion, the bull market's back. Until we break $2,000, yeah, it's premature. It's premature, but nonetheless, good trading opportunity to the long. I think we will see a rally for Q1 basically. So it could be a good time to ladder into a long position, but bear in mind, take profits, guys. Always remember to take profits. Someone's asking me about CryptoPilot. CryptoPilot is undergoing maintenance. Yeah, unfortunately, it had some issues with regard to trading strategies, risk management. Me and my team are looking into it. For those of you that don't know, CryptoPilot is an automated trade signals, but unfortunately, we did have a drawdown. There was some money lost, and it's going for a bit of a teething period where we do need to go back to the drawing board. So yeah, if you're a customer of CryptoPilot, feel free to just reach us, support at cryptopilot.ai, or in our Telegram or in the Discord community, and of course we can communicate there. But you know, this is more about trading manually. This is crypto trading live stream. Do you hear about DeFi money? What are your thoughts? What I do want to talk about is a coin that I bought today, and I made a video on it today. I'm buying 20k of this Telegram coin. If you didn't see it, I'll play the short clip for you. Let me pause this. Maybe you can hear it better if I pause that.
The big cryptocurrencies, but now and again, I do look for huge. I really do believe that this is at least a 100x opportunity for 2023. Now, I don't normally talk about altcoins.
Don't worry, I'm not going to play the whole video for you guys, but basically, it's the Telegram coin, right? It's TON. So basically, TON is a crypto currency that you can use, buy, and send. I'm trying to find my mobile. All over Telegram. Sod's law. My battery's gone. Can you believe it? But anyway, if you watch this video, if you're interested, it tells you all about TON, where to buy it, how to store it, and it basically is made by the programmers of Telegram. So it's going to be huge in my opinion. So I bought $20,000 of that. and you'll find out why if you watch that video. Basically, you can buy it on BYBIT. BYBIT's one of the only platforms at the moment that have listed TON on spot, so you can go here, TON USDT, and you can buy it, and you can store it on obviously BYBIT, but they have their own wallet as well called TON Keeper. So I think TON at the moment is actually like number 25 of all cryptocurrencies. It's worth like 2.6 billion, so it's no small project. It's a serious thing, and obviously it's got the Telegram team behind it. So I think TON's going to be absolutely huge. Very, very bullish on TON. Any other altcoins you guys want me to cover before we end this stream? It was kind of an impromptu stream. Thought I'd get on here, guys. If you've enjoyed it, please leave a like. It really helps. How many likes we got? Only 20 likes. Wow. Guys, that's not good enough. 20 likes, come on. If you watch my channel, if you appreciate the live stream and you want me to do more live streams, hit the like to let me know, because I'm happy to do it. I really enjoy doing it. So just hit that like and I'll do it. Also, on the Twitter, did we get any retweets here? Let's have a look. Not really. Oh, we got a few. 2. Not really good enough, guys. Come on. That's fine. Anyway, it was a spur of the moment, an ad hoc live stream. I'm going to do more in the future, guys, and I'm going to do it properly. I'm going to have it all set up. Thank you, Ryan, for your retweet. Very kind. But yeah, Bitcoin, we're pumping. Ethereum, we're pumping. If you want to trade, if you want to take advantage, link in the video description for BYBIT. You can get a huge bonus there, and they're running the competitions at the moment. I will be back with another video tomorrow. Probably a few videos. I'm going hard this year, guys. I'm crypto full-time, so I'm going to be giving you daily technical analysis, Ethereum, Bitcoin. Make sure you're subscribed, have that bell turned on, you'll be notified as soon as I post. Thanks for joining me, guys, and if you want to check out any of my videos, you can. All in the video description below. Like, for example, some of these videos you may find interesting, like my BYBIT for Beginners video, how to get a loan on BYBIT. You may not need a loan, but you can really utilize that to leverage your trading and do very, very well. I've got copy trading videos, all kinds of videos, educational content. So yeah, thanks for joining me, guys, and have a great evening or morning, wherever you are. Take care. Bye-bye. See you later.